welcome to Digital Interview. Today, I'm back with one of the most asked questions by many people. You guys have immensely loved me through your mails, and I just look up to each and every mail. And this time, it was something different that the people from MBA wanted to have some questions based on the interview process. As I just got a mail that stated that there are various things that are there for IT people and not for the ones in the management department. So this time I got in touch with various people that were not of my field and had a great interaction. Because of this, I literally learned much more that was needed. So the first one for the series is the PNG brand manager. So basically, the PNG brand manager interview experience for all those who are in MBA and most probably in sales and marketing. This is for you. This video will cover from resume shortlisting to the job offer. Everything comes up here. So let's see. And before beginning, I'll just like to request you to please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And you need any specific company interview process to ping me, write it in the comment box, or you can mail me and even connect with me on LinkedIn if you want to. That's where I can help you out. I'll try my best to provide you with the best and authentic material. Okay, so let's see what it has. Talking about the recruitment process. So, as every other company, the recruitment process remains the same. First is the application. So, application involves basically all the details that are required to check the eligibility, and then comes the resume shortlisting. So, between application and assessment, there's a very important thing that comes up, that's resume shortlisting. So, if you are applying for any specific position, just remember to have your resume designed for that particular position. Why? Because each and every company has a software that is used for extracting these resumes. There should be specific keywords that should be there. So that's a very important concept. And for this, you must actually go through. There are various things that are available, how to optimize your LinkedIn, how to optimize your resume. Go up with them, and maybe I'll be sharing them very soon with you all. There are various free tools that can help you do it. So resume shortlisting comes the very first step, that's after the application process. Now let's see if your resume is shortlisted and you receive an assessment mail. After this assessment is completed, obviously assessment involves various things. Somewhere it's just one, somewhere it's two. So for every company it depends on different. We have a set of interviews that follow up, and then obviously the offer. So as we said, after shortlisting, that's a resume shortlisting thing, we have a special assessment. So what this assessment is for P&G. So if we talk about the assessments, there is online test based on analytical reasoning and processing, and extensive behavioral test. So basically, if you talk about this test, it is not just checking your behavioral things or maybe your aptitude or your cognitive skills. It's kind of a mixture of these three parts. So as said, the online test will be divided into three parts. These three parts will be more of games and logical questions, so you won't be asked directly. They have a specific set and criteria how to judge you based on it. That's basically called a psychometric test. So they'll give you various situations, how you are going to deal with it, some direct questions on quantitative aptitude and English language, and there will be a lot more. And in the form of game and logical questions, they'll test your competencies. That's very important thing. The same thing as specified, the work style assessment to measure P&G competencies, that's basically known as the peak assessment. So if you guys have read about the specific criteria or the recruitment process for P&G, you must have read this term, that's peak assessment. So that's very common here, that you must be known. Now, once you clear the assessments, you have been called out for interviews. So, if you reach out here, then kudos. You are one step ahead of others. So, what are these interviews? So, basically, you are appearing for a brand manager. The very first interview that will be there would be from a senior brand manager. And in some cases, it's not just one interview. So, for P&G, what I came across is there are various things that happened. For some people, there was just one interview, that was senior brand manager, And for others, it was basically a set of three interviews. And these interviews were like one with the senior brand manager, second with the AVP, that's the director, and then maybe much senior positions. Okay, so for brand manager, the thing is, now the brand manager interview is, it's about the CV you go through and testing the candidate's competencies. The manager asks for the work style based questions. So basically, as said, these questions are: how would you see yourself in upcoming 10 years? The CAR based questions and hypothetical situations. Okay, so these questions are quite important if you talk about now what these questions will be or how we are going to deal with it. Let's see. So before any interview, just keep that in mind. There's an interview with you, and there are you maybe one or two interviews, two interviewers are there. The most important thing is keep conversating. There shouldn't be a silence in between until and unless there is need of it, because interview that's full of conversation has a positive energy, because they know that you are good enough. And being apart from managerial position, you must be able to keep interaction, because they want to see how you're going to deal with clients, how you're going to deal with, you, you can say, the upcoming products, or how you're going to show how things are going to happen in meetings and presentations. So what is the important aspect here is conversation. So that should be the essence of this interview. Now, some questions that were asked is, and these are the common questions, because apart from this, there are various few questions. What do you see? How do you see yourself in upcoming 5 years or in upcoming 10 years? So this is one of those common questions, but these were something good that I wanted to share. So, if you have a deadline of project coming up, but you need some information from a colleague who is currently out of office to complete the project, what would you do? So basically, by this, they're testing your work style thing, how you're gonna go and take up a project that's quite important. Its deadline is near, your colleague is not there, it's full of situations. Hypothetical based questions are always there. How do you deal with a closed deadline? Again, the same question. How would you show your time management skills? Tell me about a time when you admired someone else's idea or work, and how you use that to improve yourself. So basically, they want to see how you adapt yourself or how do you learn from others. Being in a team, it's all about learning and growing with each other. So that's what they wanted to know as a particular team member. How can you help your team grow, or how can you grow from your team? So that's one of the wonderful questions that I saw. So for each and every question, don't be too diplomatic. It's kind of a short answer you must know, an answer that's compelling to a company's values. So first of all, go and read company's values. See how that value could be relatable to your particular question. So that's very important question that comes about. And how do we like answer? Because if they ask you where do you see yourself in upcoming 10 years, so you must know like it's relatable to your position and not other things. Okay, so this is one of those. Okay, there was a term that said CAR. So CAR is basically concept, action, and result. So when you're answering these questions, keep CAR in mind. That is concept, the concept behind this, then action, what's your action, and the result of your actions. So this is how we go on. Basically, we can often say that as STAR, that situation, task, action, and result. So these are the things you must keep in mind. Now, from one of the candidates which I came across, that's what her interview was. I had three interviews. These were based mostly out of behavioral questions that were mixed in with some basic technical questions. All the interviewers were extremely nice, super attentive, and guided me well throughout, that's during the interview, to reach the responses they were looking for. So it won't be that only you are the one. There would be hints from the interviewer too. You need to catch up those. So as I said, there will be different parts. For her, it was three interviews. Now, there's one of the questions she said I wanted to share. There's a new product coming out, and you have planned everything for it, including informing the press and getting the shelf spaces it needs in all stores. However, the day before the launch, the factories tell you that there's something wrong with the product and they can't deliver it tomorrow. So, what would you do? So, basically, it's the last minute wrong or last minute error, or you can say last minute defect that's popping up, and how you're going to manage each and everything because the release was planned the next day. And this is one of the most repetitive question I came across in terms of brand management, and even for the brand management intern too. So this is quite interesting to know how without panicking you can handle a situation. So go off with it. Now, once you're done with these interviews, you go up very well, then it's a time for the HR. That's the final call with HR. And if you have reached this step, then obviously you are into the team. They'll be sharing with you the joining letter, or maybe they'll be having a call with you to negotiate. So before negotiating or having this call, go check out the salaries on Glassdoor for the position you're applying to, because there comes out for basically for freshers, they don't know what's the pay scale sometimes. Because of this, the HR tries to lowball you. So don't be the one or be a victim of such things. Go check out each and every particular company's particular position and that base salary that they are referring to. Have a clear idea between the difference between CTC, then base, and all the valuables they'll be giving you, because that's important. So try not to be quicked or maybe lowballed by the HR. And if you reach the step and obviously you're having an offer, then congratulations to you. You actually did it. So to everyone who watched this, do comment, do subscribe my channel, do comment if there was anything you needed to know more about it, any other company you want me to share about, anything that is important for you. Maybe I missed out or any upcoming position, maybe not a brand manager, maybe some other position. I'll try to do or bring up information very soon. Till then, keep following Digital Interview. Thank you.